Sometimes we get a car in that's just in a big box all full of parts, and it's been completely disassembled, and we have to put it all back together, and we're gonna bring this Packard in and take every single thing back apart from it. It was started on several years ago, and some things happened, and it sat for a long period of time, and it's been sitting here for a while in a trailer waiting to come in the building, and we're finally getting it in and bring it in and go through inventory and every single thing and laying everything out and going through everything and then disassembling it all. So and this is just how you get them sometimes. So man, it's just one of the parts of doing it all. Neat old car. I see tags on some things. I hope they got a log of some tags.
I looked around in the boxes and I didn't see anything.
It's got a tag and it's got writing on it, but it's not a number or anything. It's just paint.
We unloaded the 37 Packard from the trailer with the V12 motor. As you can see on the tables, I've already started identifying all the bags and the parts as far as what we got when we got the car. Interiors all over here and trim, but these are all the motor parts as far as interior trim screws. Everything's bagged and tagged so that we'll make our repairs a whole lot easier. Headlights are nice and smooth as far as there's no real rust and dent in them. But right now what I'm doing is looking at the motor over here, getting ready to clean it off, pull the plugs out, do a compression check on it. Motor's pretty much the only thing that's been removed from the motor is the carburetor. I have the carburetor that's been rebuilt, and it's also laying over there on the table. I've already started sorting out, scan over there and go over to those parts over there on the table. A lot of the parts that's got to be chromed, I've got laid out here, and just all the bags, the handles, door handles, light fixtures for the inside. Here is the original hood ornament before it gets ready to go out to be chromed, and here is the horn ring. And you can just see I just got lots of parts laid out. These are the pieces that go on the side of the hood. Tail light, lenses, ashtrays, have the complete instrument panel and all the gauges. They're all laid out, separated out here on the table. Just looking at them, inspecting them. For instance, when you look at the, this is the temperature gauge. Well, if you look at the temperature gauge itself here, there should be a little tip sticking out of it that actually screws in the motor. That's broke off. We'll send that out. You can see it's right there. That should be attached to the wire. Otherwise, it won't give us any indication of the temperature. So when that's all sent out, we'll just make notes of everything so that we know what we've got, know what needs to be done, and just really starting the process with the car. You can see this is a taillight housing. It's damaged, broken, been tried to be fixed and patched. We've got additional replacements that's already here to work with. Headlights that attach to the front bumper, and we're really just starting to get into the car and see what we have, what we don't have. This is a little interior chrome ring that goes inside for the rear window.
Okay.
You can pull it out. It tightens up, and as soon as you tighten, it's wobbled it.
That's the head.
I gotta get, hold on, what I just did my glasses.
Let's see.
Oh, the cool thing is the phone that you can stick down in there. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm planning on the heads coming off. I really, that sucks.
I don't know if we can rethread it and pull any of the threads back up or not.
You know.
That's a different plug. There's two of those different plugs, all the rest of the same. There's one on the other side, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's not the plug that's supposed to be in it. I don't know. I have to look, man. We'll have to go through things, man. I mean,
We're going 39 Packard, pulled the distributor cap off, looked at the rotor button. You can see that someone's glued it back together where it's been cracked and broke. Checked in here. I've already cleaned all the contacts in the cap so that we'll get a connection and see if we got fire. Already looked at it, checked the points down in here, and going to put it back together here in a minute, and we'll see if we actually have fire coming out of the system.
So, what you doing?
Well, I'm working on the 37 or the 39 Packard, trying to make sure that we can get spark through both coils. I'm getting power and juice to both coils, but one of the coils is not firing off. Both of the coils are mounted here. They're both, even though they're two, they're all connected and they're all made into one tower. You just can't replace one particular coil out of here. You got to replace them both, and it's a kit where both coils are attached to the base, as you can see. I got strong coil on the driver's side, a weak coil on the passenger side. So before I put the carburetor on and work on everything and try to fire it up, I'm trying to get all the bugs out of the ignition system. I've already taken the distributor cap apart, got everything under there okay. It's just now I'm working on trying to get spark. I've reconnected everything, and what I should have coming out here into this little spark tester, I should have spark coming across it. As you can see, I'm not getting anything on that particular coil set. I jump over to the other coil, you can see the spark that I'm receiving there. And that's what I'm working on right now, trying to get spark.
Okay.
What I'm doing is we removed the fuel filter. It's the old glass style, and when I pulled it out, the old cork gasket, of course, fell all apart, but it's still pretty stuck because it's corked. So I'm up in here in the bottom of the fuel pump, scratching out, cleaning out the cork gasket, getting ready to clean the fuel element and put it back in. There's part of the filter, and you can see that it's got a hole in it just from age, but also you can see where the edge of the gasket goes around it. Well, I'm removing the sun visor ends that attach to the body, and as you can see, the person who worked on it before we got it covered the chrome with overspray. So I'm taking them off, putting them in a bag, labeling them so that we can identify them and prepare to send them out to the chroming company. Looky there, it's all primed over, sprayed over. We'll get new mounting attachments so that the screws, you can see they've been off before, they're all stripped out and nasty looking from the Phillips, so those will be replaced. And let's put it in a bag and identify it and send it to the chromer.
What you doing, buddy? Silly boy.